Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Crochet for Baby. Thank you for watching and thank you for subscribing. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to crochet these little pants for baby girls between 6 and 9 months old. It's part of this baby set that I'm going to show you, which includes the matching little cardigan. Down here in the information box, I'll leave you the link to this tutorial. I also will show you how to crochet the little bonnet and the matching little sun hat. I'm also going to make the matching baby booty, so be sure to stay tuned. Okay, so I hope you like it, and without further ado, let's get started, and thank you for watching. Okay, to begin, I'll be using this 3.5mm crochet hook, and today I'm using this double knit baby yarn. I'm using super soft baby double knit James C. Brett. I'm going to use pink, and for the waistband I'm going to use white. If you're in the US, you can use any light number 3 baby yarn. Okay, so the first thing is I have 97 chains. This chain here measures about 50 centimeters, which is about 20 inches. Now to begin, we're going to join to the first chain, so we're going to do this so the chain is not twisted. Now insert your hook into the first chain right here and grab a loop. So now we're joined and our chain is not twisted. Now here, chain 1, and into the first chain right here, this one, I'm going to make a half double crochet. Half double crochet into the next chain, half double crochet into the next chain, and so on. For this first row, I'm just going to make half double crochets on each one of the chains. At the end of the first row, I'm going to have 97 half double crochets. Continue like this, and I'll meet you at the end of this first row to show you what we need to do next. I'm here at the end of this first row. Now to finish, we're going to go here to the side where we have the chain and join with a slip stitch. And this is how we finish this first row with 97 half double crochets. Now for the second row, we're going to chain 2, and here we're going to flip this over like this. Now insert your hook into the first chain right there and make a slip stitch. Now for the second row, chain 1, and in this row what we're going to do is we're going to make front post and back post half double crochets. So yarn over this first half double crochet that's right there, make your first front post half double crochet, yarn over, insert your hook like this into the next half double crochet, and work a back post half double crochet into the next one, front post half double crochet into the next one, back post half double crochet. Now if you prefer to do double crochets instead of half double crochets, you can. I'm just going to make half double crochets. So continue like this for this second row, just alternating between a front post and a back post half double crochet. I'll meet you here at the end to show you what we need to do next. I'm here at the end of this second row. In this row we did front post and back post half double crochets. Now to finish, we're going to go here to the side where we have this chain and join with a slip stitch. Now for rows 3 and 4, you're going to chain 1, and these stitches that are here, we're going to work them in the same way. This first one is a front post half double crochet, so we make a front post half double crochet. The next one, back post half double crochet. Continue like this, alternating between a front post and a back post half double crochet. Now when you finish this row, you're going to join here to the side where we have this chain with a slip stitch, chain 1, and then repeat this same row for one more row. So I'll meet you at the end of the fourth row to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I finished this part here. Here I just joined to the beginning where we had the chain, joined with a slip stitch, cut my yarn, and then passed my yarn through that last loop, and this part here is done. This is going to be the waistband. Now with the color pink, I have a loop here ready. I'm going to insert my hook here into the same space where I did the slip stitch. I'm going to bring this through the front and chain 2. 1, 2. Now into the first half double crochet, this one here on top, we're going to make a double crochet. Double crochet on top of the next, double crochet on top of the next, and so on. Here for this row, this is all we're going to do, just double crochets all around. Also, we're going to start counting rows, so this is going to be your first row. So continue, and I'll meet you at the end of this first row to show you what we need to do next. I'm here at the end of this first row. Up to here I have 96 double crochets. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to add one more double crochet right here, right in the center. This is where we have the 2 chains, so this is actually the slip stitch right there. So make a double crochet right there. Then to finish this row, go on top of the first double crochet and join with a slip stitch. And this is how we finish the first row with a total of 97 double crochets. Now in this second row, we're going to add 4 extra double crochets. So I'm going to add mine right about here. I'm going to do 2 double crochets into the same double crochet here, and then I'm going to add another one here, another one here, and then another one here, so that I end with a total of 101 double crochets. So continue like this for this row, and I'll meet you here at the end to show you what we need to do next. I'm here at the end of this second row. I have a total of 101 double crochets. I added my extra stitches here. I did 2 double crochets here, then I did 2 double crochets here, then I did 2 double crochets here, and I did 2 double crochets here. So that's 4 extra double crochets, and it gives us a total of 101 double crochets for this second row. Now to finish, go on top of the first double crochet and join with a slip stitch. Now for the third row, chain 2. In this row, we're going to work front post and back post double crochet. So beginning here, this first double crochet, I'm going to work a front post double crochet. The next one, back post double crochet. Next one, front post double crochet. Next one, back post double crochet. This is all I'm going to do, so continue, and I'll meet you here at the end of this third row to show you what we need to do next. I'm here at the end of this third row. This is where we did front post and back post double crochets. To finish, go on top of the first double crochet and join with a slip stitch. Now for rows 4, 5, and 6, we're going to make double crochets all around. So here, chain 2, and into the same stitch here, make your first double crochet. Double crochet on top of the next, double crochet on top of the next, and so on. Continue like this, making double crochets all around. When you finish here, you're just going to join to the beginning on top of the first double crochet with a slip stitch, chain 2, and then repeat the same row. So continue, and I'll meet you at the end of the 6th row to show you what we need to do next. I'm here at the end of this 6th row. This is where we did 3 rows of double crochets. So this is row 4, 5, and 6. So we're at the end of the 6th row. To finish, we're going to go here on top of the first double crochet and join with a slip stitch. Now for the next row, we're going to do the row where we do front post and back post double crochet. So this is how you're going to continue from now on. You're going to make 3 rows of double crochets, and then your 4th row is going to be your front post and back post double crochets. So let me show you. For row 7, you're going to chain 2. This first double crochet that's here, you're going to work into a front post double crochet. The next one, back post double crochet. Next one, front post double crochet. Next one, back post double crochet. For this row, this is all you're going to do. You're just going to alternate between front post and back post double crochets all the way to the end. When you finish this row, you're going to go here to the top of the first double crochet right here, join with a slip stitch, chain 2, and then repeat these 3 rows of double crochets, and then the 4th row is going to be your front post and back post double crochets. So continue and repeat these 4 rows. I'm not sure how many rows I'm going to do, but I'll meet you at the end of this row to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at the end of the 17th row. So in total, from here to here, there's 17 rows. Now here, what I did was I just joined here to the top of the first double crochet, cut my yarn, and I'm just going to pass my yarn through this last loop, and this part here is done. Now in the next row, we're going to divide here the legs. So what I did here is, this is where we finished. These are the 2 chains, and this is the first double crochet. So I counted 1, 2, 3, then I put a stitch marker. Between this stitch marker and this stitch marker here, I have 46 double crochets. Between this stitch marker and this one here, right in the middle, I have 4 double crochets. Between this stitch marker and this one here, I have 46 double crochets. This is going to be the other leg. And between these 2 stitch markers here, there's 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now what we're going to do is we're going to divide here this part. So I'm going to insert my hook into this double crochet, so it's the double crochet after this stitch marker. So grab this loop with the same yarn, chain 2, and into this same stitch here, make a double crochet. Double crochet on top of the next, that's 2, double crochet on top of the next, 3, double crochet, 4, double crochet, 5. So I've done 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to go here to the center, right between these 2 stitch markers, and into the double crochet after the stitch marker, this one here, right there. Insert your hook and make a double crochet. Double crochet into the next, that's 2, into the next, 3, into the next, 4. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 double crochets. Now we're going to go on top of the first double crochet that we did here, right there, and join with a slip stitch. Cut your yarn. Make sure you leave a nice long tail. I think I left a little bit here, but you make sure to cut more than what I did here, because we're going to be left with a small gap here. Here I just passed my yarn through that last loop. We're going to be left with this gap here, so I'm going to use this yarn to close this from the inside. Once we do everything here, I'll show you what we're going to do there. So this part here is done, and that's what it looks like. So now we're going to work on the legs. So we're going to go here into this double crochet right here before the stitch marker right there. We did 1 double crochet there, see? So into that same double crochet, grab a loop, chain 2, one, 2, and into this same stitch here, make a double crochet. Double crochet into the stitch after the stitch marker, double crochet into the next, and so on. Here we're going to work double crochets around this side, so I'll meet you here right before the stitch marker right here to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at this other side of this first row that we did around the leg. Here I have 47 double crochets because I'm counting this first double crochet that I did before the stitch marker. So now here, we're going to work double crochets here in this center part. So beginning into the same stitch where we did this double crochet right here, make a double crochet. So that's 48. Right here where we have that double crochet, a double crochet, that's 49. Right in the center, a double crochet, that's 50, and right here where we have this double crochet, 51. So here right in this section I did 1, 2, 3, 4 double crochets. So now we have a total of 51 double crochets. To finish this row, go on top of the first double crochet and join with a slip stitch. And this is how we finish this first row with 51 double crochets, and that's what it looks like. Now here what we're going to do is we're going to continue with the same pattern. We already have 3 rows of double crochets, so we're going to make this row of front post and back post double crochets. So chain 2, and this first double crochet that's right here, make a double crochet, a front post double crochet. The next one, back post double crochet, next one front post double crochet, next one back post double crochet, and so on. Continue like this for this second row, just alternating between front post and back post double crochets all around. I'll meet you at the end of this second row to show you what we need to do next. I'm here at the end of this second row. This is where we did front post and back post double crochets. To finish, go on top of the first double crochet and join with a slip stitch. And this is how we finish the second row. Now from here on, you're just going to continue with the same pattern we did here. You're going to make 3 rows of double crochets, then the 4th row is where you do the front post and back post double crochets. So for rows 3, 4, and 5, you're going to do double crochets. So chain 2 into the same stitch here, make a double crochet on top of the next, and so on. Remember that at the end of every row, you're always going to have 51 double crochets. So continue like this with the same pattern like we did here. 3 rows of double crochets, then the 4th row of front post and back post double crochets. I'm not sure how many rows I'm going to do, but continue, and I'll meet you at the end of this row to show you what we need to do next. I'm here at the end of the 13th row, so in total I've done 13 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Now in this next row, I need to do the row where we do the front post and back post double crochets, but I'm not going to do double crochets. I'm going to do front post and back post half double crochets. So here, chain 1, this first stitch here, make a front post half double crochet. The next one, make a back post half double crochet. Next one, front post half double crochet. Next one, back post half double crochet. Continue like this, alternating between a front post and a back post half double crochet all around. I'll meet you here at the end to show you what we need to do next. I'm here at the end of the 14th row. This is where I did front post and back post half double crochets. Now to finish, go on top of the first half double crochet and join with a slip stitch. Now for row 15, chain 1 and into the same stitch here, make a single crochet. Single crochet into the next stitch, single crochet into the next, and so on. Here, this is all I'm going to do. I'm just going to make single crochets all around. I'll meet you here at the end to show you what we need to do next. I'm here at the end of this 15th row. This is where we did single crochets. Now to finish, go on top of the first single crochet and join with a slip stitch. Now for row 16, we're going to work reduction. So chain 1, into the same stitch here, make a single crochet. Here I'm going to make a total of 9 single crochets. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Into the next 2 stitches, insert your hook, grab a loop, into the next, grab a loop, 3 loops on the hook, close. Now again, repeat the same thing. Make 9 single crochets and into the next 2 stitches, work a stitch reduction. Continue like this all around, and I'll meet you here at the end of this row to show you what we need to do next. I'm here at the end of this 16th row. I have a total of 47 single crochets. Here to finish, we're just going to go on top of the first single crochet and join with a slip stitch. Now for row 17, chain 1, into the next stitch, make a single crochet. Here I'm going to work 6 single crochets. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then to the next 2, I'm going to work a stitch reduction. So into the next stitch, grab a loop, into the next stitch, grab a loop, 3 loops, close. Here's the stitch reduction. Now again, repeat the same thing, make 6 single crochets and then work a stitch reduction. Continue like this all around. I'll meet you at the end of this row to show you what we need to do next. I'm here at the end of this 17th row. I have 42 single crochets. Now to finish, go on top of the first single crochet and join with a slip stitch. Now for row 18, chain 1, into the same stitch here, make a single crochet. Here I'm going to make 5 single crochets. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, into the next, insert your hook, grab a loop, into the next, grab a loop, 3 loops, close. We're going to work a stitch reduction. So again, repeat, make 5 single crochets and then work a stitch reduction again. Continue like this for this row, and I'll meet you here at the end to show you what we need to do next. I'm here at the end of this 18th row. I have a total of 36 single crochets. To finish, go on top of the first single crochet and join with a slip stitch. Now for rows 19 and 20, we're just going to work single crochets all around. We're not going to make any more reductions. So chain 1, into the same stitch here, make a single crochet into the next, and so on. Continue like this for 2 rows, and I'll meet you at the end of the 20th row to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I finished this last row here, row 20 of single crochets. I just went on top of the first single crochet, joined with a slip stitch, and then cut my yarn and pass my yarn through that last loop, and this part here is done. Now, these baby pants are going to be a bit short. If you want to continue and make more rows to make them longer, you can. Just continue and maybe do 4 more rows and then finish at the end like this. These are more like little capris for babies. Okay, so here we're going to go to this side. This is the back. So we're going to insert our hook right here. This is where we did this first double crochet out of these 5 that we did here in the center. So go into that same stitch right there, grab a loop, redo my little loop here, like this. Chain 1, actually chain 2, 1, 2, and into this same stitch here, make a double crochet. Now we're going to go here. This is where we have these center stitches that we did. So into this double crochet right there, make a double crochet. Then right in the center, make a double crochet. Then right here where we have this double crochet, make a double crochet. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 double crochets. Then right here into this same stitch where we did this double crochet, insert your hook and make a double crochet. So that's 5 double crochets, and now just continue around making double crochets just like this. Okay, so continue, and I'll meet you here at the end of this first row to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at this other end of this first row. I have 51 double crochets up to here. To finish, go on top of the first double crochet and join with a slip stitch. Now for the second row, we're going to chain 2, and here we're going to repeat the row where we do front post and back post double crochets, and then you're going to continue with the rest. So here, this first double crochet, I'm going to make into a front post double crochet, the next one back post double crochet, next one front post double crochet, and so on. Continue and finish this row. Then you're going to repeat the 3 rows of double crochets, and then again repeat the row of front post and back post double crochets until you finish this side. I'm going to do that next, and then I'll come back and show you our finished baby pants. Okay, I finished this other side. This is what it looks like. I did it exactly how I did this side. Now, if you notice here on this side, I've added some ruffles here at the bottom, and this is what it looks like. See, it looks very pretty, I think. So if you want to do the same thing, here's how we're going to do it. So find where we would finish each row, which is right here. See, these are the 2 chains. So right here, we're going to go into the row where we did double crochets, and then we did front post and back post half double crochets. So it would be the 3rd row. 1, 2, 3. See, we have 3 rows of double crochets, 1, 2, 3. So this row, make sure you fold this down like this so that you can see better where we're going to insert our hook. So insert your hook there. I'm going to use this pink color, bring it through the front, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, into the same stitch here, make a double crochet. Then we're going to skip 1, 2, and into this next space right here. This stitch here is actually the same stitch where we have this double crochet. See, right there, see? Into that stitch right there. So into that stitch there, make a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. So we're going to make these V stitches. Again, skip 1, 2, and into the stitch right there, make another V stitch. Double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Then same thing, skip 1, 2, and into the same stitch here, a V stitch. This is how I'm going to continue for this row. So continue, and I'll meet you at the end to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at the end. I did my last V stitch right here, then I joined here to the side where I have the 3 chains with this slip stitch. Cut my yarn and pass my yarn through that last loop. I have a total of 26 V stitches. So now we're going to turn this like this, and we're going to go into this first V stitch. This is where we finished right there. So we're going to insert our hook inside this V stitch, and with this color white, I'm going to bring this through the front like this and chain 3. 1, 2, 3. These 3 chains count as your first double crochet. Now inside the same V stitch, we're going to make a double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochets. Jump to the next V stitch, and inside you're going to make 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. This is all I'm going to do inside each one of these V stitches. So continue like this, and I'll meet you here at the end to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I finished my last fan here. I just joined to the beginning here where I have the 3 chains with a slip stitch, cut my yarn and pass my yarn through that last loop. And this is how I finish this part here. I have a total of 26 fans. Now we're going to turn this like this. So right in the middle, right here, this is the last fan and this is the first one. So this is where we finish. So right there, insert your hook with this pink color, grab a loop and chain 2. 1, 2. Inside each one of these fans, you're going to make a single crochet, chain 3, single crochet, chain 2, between the fans, right in the center right here, make a single crochet, 2 chains inside the fan, single crochet, chain 3, single crochet, again chain 2 between fans right in the center, single crochet, 2 chains inside the chain 1 space of the fan, single crochet, 3 chains, single crochet, and then repeat the same thing. This is all I'm going to do all around, so continue and I'll meet you here at the end to show you what we need to do next. Okay, finished making this last row here. All I did was join to the first stitch with a slip stitch, cut my yarn and pass my yarn through that last loop, and this part here is done, as well as this other side. Now here I added this little flower. I'm also going to show you how to do that in this tutorial. And what I did here around the waistband is I just did a long chain. This is about 100, I think. And all I did is just weaved it here around the waistband. So here are our finished baby pants. This is what they look like. Now, I already showed you how to make the little cardigan down here in the information box. I'll leave you the link. Also, I'm going to show you the little bonnet that I did. This is the matching little bonnet and the matching little sun hat for those of you who prefer little hats like this. Okay, so this has been today's tutorial. I hope you like it. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time. Okay, so to make the flower, what we're going to do is using a 3mm crochet hook and using this light number 3 yarn, I'm going to chain 40. Into the second chain from the hook, I'm going to make a single crochet into the next chain, single crochet into the next, and so on. Continue and work single crochets. I'll meet you here at the end to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I finished making these single crochets. I have 39 single crochets. Now for the second row, chain 4 and into the first single crochet, this one here, make 1 double crochet. Now in this row, we're going to make V-stitches. So we're going to skip 1 single crochet and into the next, make a V-stitch. So double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Again, skip 1 single crochet and into the next, another V-stitch. This is all I'm going to do all the way to the end of this second row. So continue like this and I'll meet you there to show you what we need to do next, and that's what it looks like. I'm here at the end of this second row. I have a total of 20 V-stitches. Now for the third row, we're going to turn, and inside this chain 1 space of this V-stitch there, make a slip stitch. Now chain 3, double crochet inside the same V-stitch, chain 1, 2 double crochets. This is what we're going to do for this row. Again, jump to the next V-stitch and do the same thing. 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. Continue like this, making these fans of 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets inside each one of the V-stitches. I'll meet you at the end of this third row to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I finished making this third row. I did my last fan here. I cut my yarn and passed my yarn through that last loop. Now we're going to go here to this other end, right here, right on top. With this pink color, we're going to go on top of the 3 chains here and grab this loop and chain 2. 1, 2. Now inside this chain 1 space of this first fan, make a single crochet, chain 3, single crochet into the same stitch here, into that same chain 1 space, chain 2, and between each of the fans right in the center, make 1 single crochet. This is what we're going to do for each one of the fans. So again, chain 2, inside the chain 1 space, make a single crochet, chain 3, single crochet again into that same chain 1 space, 2 chains, and in the middle between the fans, single crochet. Continue like this for this row, and I'll meet you at the end to show you what we need to do next. I finished here at this end now. I've hidden all my ends, and this is what it looks like. So now what we're going to do is we're going to form our flower. So here you're going to have to determine which is the right side. It doesn't really matter. It looks pretty on both sides. So I'm going to do this as my right side, and I'm going to fold this like this, just to form a flower. See? Just roll it like this. Now make sure your center is nice and pretty like that. Now I have some yarn here and a needle, so all we're going to do is just sew all of these layers like this, in and out from one end to the other, to make sure that we grab all of the layers like this. It doesn't have to be perfect, just do it in and out like this. That should be okay. Let's see. Perfect. Now here at the end, make sure you somehow hold this in place here. So something like this. And our flower is done.